Yeah, it's true. Everybody else is
Dude,
also getting older. Not
kids,
only us.
kids don't want to play this. It's too much to
Yeah, you can't.
too much to learn. It actually requires like using your brain.
You can't build. It's like,
Yeah.
why even bother? You
There's
can't
not
build.
a bunch of like, it doesn't look like someone vomited like a color palette on a screen.
True.
So,
You can't build.
Not very appealing.
Very nice color scheme instead of a bland one, and there's no like toy guns that shoot little candy bars. So
Candy bars and balloons.
yeah. This is not your game, kids. Get off my lawn, kids. All right, we got a draft, David.
Okay.
And we're actually in sync on time, I think, as well, somehow. That was very interesting.
You've caught up. I don't know if
oh,
that's
look at that. They banned IO.
Let me update the stream title. Thank you for that one. I am
alone.
trying to keep up on the
what did I just
production
do?
here.
Oh, is my cable loose here? What the hell just happened? I think
For some reason, I had this like vision in my head of you like unplugging stuff in your brain or something, like you're like a robot repairing itself.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Cyborg Matt?
Cyborg Sind. I saw Cyborg Matt actually at E3.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wait, why were you at E3? Just for fun, or were you there to promote BTS?
I was just there to play
To promote
the
BTS. Gotcha.
Smash on Switch. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Was it good?
I didn't actually get to play. I forgot to sign up.
I mean, that's cool. You go there for one reason and then you forget it.
Yeah, this is a reflection of
very
my
impressive.
Well, it's better than my casting.
I was
so
gonna cast a lot of Dota 2 this year and I just forgot.
I just forgot to log into the game.
Oh man, I forgot my account. Fuck, got my password. First pick.
Guess I'm not going to TI this year.
Well, Night Stalker was banned. The drafting of Left One is very different from what we've seen from other teams. They have clearly different priorities. So they
the
banned
IO ban, yeah.
They banned IO Lone and Nature's Prophet. So
They had
Qualifier-
first pick again.
Oh,
I
they're
mean-
picking X to prepare for Lycan. They're probably expecting Koiko to go Lycan.
Are you surprised like they're not even considering the IO for themselves? Because like they had first pick, they could have left it for Alliance.
I guess
to
they
ban.
just don't play it.
Yeah.
Last game, Alliance let it through as well. They were first pick that game too, and Left One didn't take it. I guess Alliance just knows they don't like the hero that much.
It is funny seeing IO, Prophet, and Lone Druid banned against Alliance, and there's no Bulldog, no EGM on the team.
That's true. It's such a
throwback
throwback,
bans, yeah.
really. Like, what year is it? Then you look at the players and you're like,
Bulldog's
oh, there's none of the players
playing,
left.
you know, he's playing in the qualifiers, but
Oh,
apparently
right, I
you-
forgot about that one. Uh-oh, that is such a
speaking
strong
of
hero.
TI, that was, you know, as people were commenting after, I guess that was one of the heroes that was getting banned a lot back then, TI3. Also, that was when Offlane Bounty Hunter was a thing.
This is actually... What
This
year
is-
is it again?
Yeah.
This is
Seriously.
old Alliance picks. It's you could take this draft and you could just place it in 2014 right there. Like, this could have easily been an exact 2014 opening draft for Alliance.
So much push as well with this
Yeah.
lineup.
Gen Beastmaster, classic stuff.
And the one Chen game I got to cast, the hero seems ridiculous now.
I think Taiga's Chen is very good also. I think he is better on Chen than Io, personally. I would say Chen and Elder Titan as of late are his two absolute best picks, so will be great to see him play the Chen in this game. I think the hero conceptually right now is really strong, and Beastmaster is one of the good pairings with it. You get the attack speed aura for the creeps to push faster, take Rosh faster, be stronger in fights, and it's a strong laner for Chen to play around. Beastmaster, even after the 2 armor nerf, is still a good partner. So,
What's the
I
deal
like
with
this.
Jakiro now? Anything interesting?
I think they're randomly. That was the wrong word. I don't know how that came out. I think they're primarily picking it for just to
I think they're just randomly
randomly picking it.
tactical throw them off the scent.
It's a possible solution to Chen's army. Attack speed and move speed slow. That's very reliable. It's counter push for the Chen later. The macro pyre can control waves. It's decent. I would imagine they're only picking this because of Chen. I don't think they would have grabbed it else, but I don't know if it's the right hero to solve the problem. We're going to see. Jakiro is definitely one of the tankier and stronger lane supports, so that helps. I would have probably liked to see something like Elder Titan more. It's one of the heroes the Chinese teams have been experimenting with against Chen. Just run the spirit through the woods, through Chen's creep, through Chen and the offlaner, and then you actually just smack and you trade, and you can win.
Yeah, we saw an Elder Titan like level 2 or 3 that was just running around with like 300 damage a punch, I want to say.
Yeah.
That was not against a Chen, but obviously same principle can apply.
Yeah.
All right. Void getting banned out. Some of the better like damage carries, I guess, like in Slark removed. Slark is an interesting one.
We're gonna see.
Feels like they have. Don't they have like? Isn't Axe pretty good against Slark?
Yes and no. It's great when you have the Blink Blade Mill, but in lane, Slark is one of the heroes that can actually face up to you decently. You skill Essence Shift level 1, you just start running at him and trading with him with your support, and Axe can struggle a bit with it. So I don't personally think they should have banned Slark. I feel like it doesn't fit into this lineup that Alliance are building. Chen Beastmaster wants to 5-man and push, and Slark is more of a skirmish hero, but you know, maybe they just don't like the matchup in general with Jakiro. Jakiro is awful against Slark, so I can definitely see that being a problem. But
how is Broodmother in 2018?
Last pick sometimes.
Okay.
Pretty much. It got changed a lot recently. It had a rework on the spiders.
What do they do now?
They're the same. Like back when you cast, was Brood Invis, or no?
Yeah. She's not invis.
Brood is not invisible anymore. The spiders aren't either. That's the old remake from a year ago. But now the spiders got changed to have 0 armor instead of 8, and they give way less bounty. So they're actually less rewarding to kill.
They're just more annoying but less effective.
But they're easier to kill for a lot of heroes.
Not invis anymore. What do you do now?
Brood was such a polarizing. Brood has free pathing in webs and extremely high move speeds. So
free pathing, but they can see. Oh, that's more terrifying actually.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. The thing is, like, the old Brood was so an extremely polarizing pick, right? It's like you pick it, and there's a counter to it, and the spiders, you feed the spiders, and the hero is just, like, extremely bad. You're worse than almost not being a hero because the enemy gets extra gold and XP. So what they did is they made the spiders way less rewarding to kill so that other matchups are, like, maybe more playable for Brood in that sense. But at the same time, the spiders are also weaker against physical damage, so they're harder to use properly. And one of the main things that happened was Brood was played a lot as a mid pick, and you would like Brood had some really good talents, and you would send the spiders to farm ancients, and that's a lot harder now that they have less armor. So
okay.
The ancient stacks, if there's the wrong ancient creeps, it's harder. You need to commit more, spend more time on it, and ultimately you're just not as powerful. Like the old Brood was more powerful, but also more counterable in a sense. I think it was more punishing when you picked it wrong than the new one. Okay, Phoenix again for Alliance, so I like this a lot more this time around. Well, they destroyed last game, so who am I to blame them in that game as well? But this time around, I like it a lot more with their picks. They want to naturally group up and push, so they can set up for the Supernova type of team fight. They have stronger laning this time with the Chen, so that can compensate a bit for Phoenix's slightly weaker laning. Phoenix has been buffed lately, though. The Fire Spirits deal 10 more damage per level.
Okay.
That is especially important on level 1, where they went from 10 to 20.
Troll.
They want some attack speed to kill the egg. I don't think this is the slot you pick Troll in, personally. Not really digging this pick. It's very exploitable by Chen, in my opinion. So go straight for Koikva's Razor. I was wondering, what are they going to grab Koikva? Because they've banned 3 out of Koikva's picks that we've seen him play. They banned the Lone Furion and the Lycan, and this is the 4th that he's mainly been playing when not the other 3. So they're going to go back for his Razor. Good matchup against Axe, good matchup against Troll. I really like this pick.
Koikva has been really solid for Alliance.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen a bad game for him yet.
No, he's very stable for this team for now. Or so far, right? For now. It's like, I'm sure it's going to go wrong at some point.
Until he eats what I sent him in the post.
Razor's a great pick because of the matchups, and I think it fits into their lineup. It's a 5-man carry. He's really good at taking those type of fights. They're going to go for the Skyrath, so looking to play this aggro dual lane Skyrath Axe, probably very classic stuff. Pressure and harass the safe lane. There's no sustaining hero on Alliance right now, so this lane should be strong. I like the Sky pick for that reason. What LeftOne need to be careful with is that they don't end up having Skyrath play against Chen, because it's one of the heroes that can bully you around. And if Skyrath doesn't get to play aggressively early on, it feels a bit meh. You want to dominate the lane.
And he's not going to help you if they start to get that death ball status and it's just an all-out push.
Absolutely not.
So
there's
seems
a lot
like
of
a lot of
damage,
pressure on LeftOne's like lanes to do well right now.
Yeah, and if last game was any indication, that's pretty bad. So let's not mess up the lanes again, LeftOne, or this could be another quick game. And I think this time there's definitely challenges. The Chen, strong laner for sure. Beastmaster, good laner. Razor, good laner. So they've got their work cut out for them. But if LeftOne get through the lanes, their actual damage output just across their heroes is The damage output is really, really good with both Axe, Sky, Troll, Engineer. All 4 heroes actually deal really, really great damage. So, we're closing in on the last 2 picks here. Visage has been banned by Left1. Probably a bit worried about that 5-man. And they're going to grab Quap. Only 1 stun against it. There's only the Beastmaster. Good lane matchup against Razor, so I like that logic. And Alliance with the last counter pick. I would love to see something like maybe Dragon Knight could be nice. They could consider going for... what else could they grab against this Quap? DK looks so nice, actually, this game. I would really like to see DK.
DK?
Yeah, then they have DK Razor. I don't know if that fits their players and the way they try to run their team. Maybe Ember is still the go-to here against Quap. They could run that in mid. Because I think they want to put Koikva on Razor. And DK Razor is not really the most like super scaling cores. DK is a lot better at scaling than he used to be, but still... I mainly like it for the matchup against Queen and for the synergy with Chen Beast. We'll see.
What are any other options that come to mind? I guess the Razor could also be mid, right?
Yeah, I just don't think they want that because of the Quap pick. That's the
Yeah.
matchup they want to avoid. So I think they want another mid hero and they want to safe lane the Razor. I think they're going to think about some options here, and in the end, they're probably ending up going for their Ember again. They've had success with that pick, and it's decent here. It's good against Queen. Not that great in lane, but good in the game, I'd say, against Queen. Good against Jakiro. Pretty good against Troll, too. Kites him very well. Messes with him a lot. And there we go.
Oh, there's Ember.
The X matchup I still think is not the best for Ember, but they seemed very comfortable with it last time. So
Going full Oracle status here, syndereN.
I got 1 right.
Yeah.
I didn't really
He
predict
says
him in-
modestly while sipping his water, with a slight smirk on his face. He's very proud of himself right
So proud.
Well, I don't know what Winter's doing anymore, so someone's got to step up with the draft analysis.
Just a quick update. It looks like Elements Pro Gaming are really far ahead right now against the Misery stack, so that should be a 1-1, unless there's a big surprise. They're 15,000 gold ahead. Minute 30. Across the rest of the bracket, let me just see what else is going on. Pakan we saw win the first game. London Esports have already 2-0'd Womber, so London Esports will be waiting for the winner of this series. This might be a relatively quick day if this goes 2-0 as well. Like, our side of the bracket could be over really quickly.
Then what are we going to do with our lives? I guess we go check out some Russian action.
We're in NA. We're going to eat food, probably.
Yeah, we were promised food.
Oh, yeah. Where's the food, actually? We do need food.
Rob.
I haven't had breakfast yet.
Rob promised us food.
Been awake for like 4 hours without breakfast. Oh, dear.
Yeah, I didn't get you your McDougal's.
Lakat Matatak. Oh,
That's a horrifying.
oh, dear, David. You really do like your animal sounds.
Yes, I'm very. It comes naturally to me.
Did you actually make that one on the chat wheel? Was that you?
Of inspiration.
Yeah, that was on me. Valve just hit me and burnt me in all the wrong places.
David, we need you to sound
We're just
like
gonna
a
torture you.
squeaking bird. Of course, Gabe. I'm right on it. That was apparently your accent.
This is just one of the many reasons why I stopped casting so much. I couldn't take the abuse coming from the frog any longer. No amount of pay is worth the suffering I had to go through.
So let's actually hang on. What is this laning? So Koikva is going to be safe lane as per usual for this team. He's going to be laning it more than likely against Axe Skyrath. I think Razor gets destroyed in this lane. He's great against Axe 1-on-1, very bad 1-on-2. So they're going to have to help him, and that's what Chen is about to come and do. Chen will go top, probably skill Holy Persuasion level 1, perhaps the Penitence. I don't think he should skill Penitence in this instance. I think he should hold his skill point and get the Persuasion. And then this is what we said LOTV needed to avoid, Chen against Skyrath. Chen will be stronger than the Sky once he has the creep, and he has a lot of regen on the Chen. Can share some tango with Koikva. He has a flask for him. 6 tangos and a flask on a support. How
That's
often
a
do you
lot.
see that? That's pretty unusual.
Let's see what he gets done. Takes that early battle hunger, couple nukes from the Skywrath.
He's happy with that. Now it doesn't go on the Razor. He needs a lot of regen, so he's very happy being the target for now. And yeah, he's holding his skill point. The primary goal here for Cube should be to block the big camp. Make sure that the creep doesn't spawn here. And the problem is he can't really hunt the Chen and feel happy about that because Koikva has a good one-on-one matchup. So Skywrath is needed in the lane. Oh, he's not blocking the camp. That's a Wild Wing. Careful using that, guys. You might get banned, but I'd say take the risk.
It's fixed now, right?
It is.
Okay.
It is fixed. Well, that's a problem for the Radiants. They actually can't stop this tornado. They have no spell to do it with yet.
And it doesn't even have level 2 then for the Berserker's Call, and probably don't want that when you have 0 points in Helix.
Eskil can die here. This
Battle Hunger move speed, but he might just go down to Quick for one more auto attack. He gets the kill.
He really overextended.
The power of the Chen.
You can't stand in a tornado like that. Chen leveled up to level 2, got Penitence. They just ran at him with Penitence and Static Link and got the kill. This is...
Everything is going according to script so far. You said the Chen would own the Skywrath lane. That's happening.
Similar to last game, Alliance are just flat out getting the lanes they want.
But they're also executing on them nicely, so
yeah,
give them credit for that. Mid lane, still going pretty well for Mickey. He's getting a little help now from Insania, so even though the troll got some early harass out.
Actually, I think this lane Alliance did not want. I think they did not want Ember against Troll. They wanted Ember against Quap, so Left One did get that one the way they wanted. But Queen is also great in the safe lane against Beast, so it's not like the lanes LOTV have are bad. I'm just worried about Skywrath's impact in this game. If he can't win his lane with Axe top, there is a threat of reaching this early mid-game stage and Skywrath just being a liability almost for his team. And who's going to carry him? The other supports, Jakiro. Not really going to set him up, you know.
That was a very condescending little chuckle you gave him.
I mean, that's Jakiro.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
In a
Not a
nutshell.
playmaking hero.
Yeah. Just kind of sits there and soaks up damage. Spams some AoE spells, but Taiga now making a move towards mid. Stormstormer does see this coming, so
He's out of regen.
should just be harassed. God,
Thank you,
that
David.
freaked me out. I was like, I thought someone
Did
was
I
dying.
just say that?
Yeah. Where's the action? I'm missing something.
Mid lane, Stormstormer.
Oh,
got
he saw
caught
this
still.
coming too.
They set it up nicely with Penitence into Slide Chains and then the Hellbear Clap.
He might actually get away. Taiga, whoa, one more auto tech. Didn't quite have the damage, and now on the way out, Upe should be able to finish him.
He does not have his last game. Oh, he's dead. Good kill. That's really big for Skywrath. Not only does he kill the Chen, but he is in the lane to soak
While
Troll
the
goes
heal
base.
is happening.
So there's no XP wasted, and Skywrath's game is going to be accelerated a lot by this. This could have gone so much worse for them. Getting the trade off, or just a trade there would have been decent, but the fact that Troll lives too, that's very nice.
Well, now Axe is left against a Razor 1v1. That is
that's
not where he wants to be.
That's the issue here. He's going 2 in Battle Hunger, so trying to harass Koikva out of lane. He will go and kill the little satyr in the camp to remove the Battle Hunger really quickly, but overall, Koikva will probably have to ferry out some regen here, so his net worth is going to be a little less useful. Being put to buying regen is never that great. Oh, bottom lane, good harass.
Gets off the ice path. Boxy's dropping pretty low here.
Could have actually considered committing for that one, to be honest.
Yeah, they had another Shadow Strike coming.
Yeah, Phoenix had cooldown on Fire Spears. I think that would have been a kill. But they let him go. He's going to flask up, tango up, and be full health again.
They also don't have eyes on the Chen right now, so that they might be
True.
concerned about a rotation.
Yeah, definitely could be coming.
Oh, Koikva top lane, though. Looks like the level 2 Battle Hunger will pay off. Could go back for Insania. E-Skill doing some good work here. And the commitment from Coupe tanking the tower.
He just killed himself. That's bad.
Feeds one away.
Oh, dear.
I think he thought E-Skill would be joining him with the Battle Hunger, but it was still cooling down.
It looked like he wanted to go for another Arcane Bolt, but it wouldn't have been enough to kill Insania, I'm afraid, anyway, so just ends up feeding away one there. Not great. But at least in comparison to the last game, this looks like we're going to have a game at minute 5. Last game at minute 5 was
Mickey's been baited in. Silence is there. The Skywrath continues to do work on these rotations. Aside from diving towers.
That's the biggest kill of the game so far. That's the Troll getting the kill on the highest net worth hero. Or second highest, rather, on Alliance. Left One are in a big lead now, suddenly. 2,000 gold, man. How did that just happen? They got 4 bounties. There you go.
That'll do it.
That'll do
Walker
it.
got 2. E-Skill got 2.
That'll do it. That's so much gold. It's like, I think the 4 bounties, the first bounty runes are they 60 each? I'm not sure. I'm not asking you. I know you don't know this. I think they're 60 each. So
I know you're useless.
So it's 1,200 gold, right? It's 5 times 60 times 4. Yeah, 1,200, and the gold obviously not going to the enemy team, and they get the core kill at the same time.
That's huge.
This is really, really big for the early game.
Well, things looking better for LOTV. They need to win 2 in a row to stay alive and move on.
Yep.
Light's not out of the woods yet.
Absolutely not. This is not the early game you're looking for when you have Chen. I think their laning stage did not go as well as they had hoped. Especially after this death mid where they had set up Ember for a pretty good game against Troll, but just this 1 kill swung the lane back in Troll's favor. He's now 700 gold ahead of the Ember. They're even on experience, so at least Ember's got that going for him, that he'll get a 6 and will allow him to try to make moves if he wants to.
They are making a move top. E-Skill eating a pretty long static link and now
nice and
clapped
snare.
and ensnare. That is way too much damage on Koikfa. 230, 240, something like that. No escape.
There's a new Ake in town.
Well played, sir. What is Ake up to nowadays?
I think he's working on his... it's called... he's working for, I think, it's called Mobile Storytelling.
Yeah.
I think, the company he works
Well, he was doing that even when he was playing for Alliance,
yeah, I
right?
think so. I think he's just investing more time into that. He has a kid now.
In addition to...
And
Oh, he does? Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Has a
gonna.
kid.
It's probably gonna be a very handsome kid.
Do you want to guess the name of it?
No.
Okay.
Loda.
Illidan.
Illidan, really?
Yeah. It's Illidan.
That's adorable.
It's a very unique name.
That's like hopefully the kid is not like a demon or anything.
It's going through metamorphosis right now.
I'd actually be you might want to invest in like the baby monitoring equipment, you know. Just make sure no shenanigans happen.
I'm not sure how involved Ake is with Alliance anymore. I think it's more Loda running the business side of things for them, or at least like managing the team. As we have a kill bottom here onto Boxy, a 3-man rotation. I don't know how much Ake is part of it anymore. I do still think he is a part owner though. I know Loda and Bulldog should be, but honestly I couldn't tell you how much time Ake is spending on that. But I'd guess it's mainly the mobile storytelling and being a dad that he spends his energy on right now.
Seems like a noble pursuit.
Yep. I heard being a dad takes time.
Yeah. Word on the street. So, a little calm here before the next round of action. Do see Taiga continue to rotate, but not finding too many openings. In fact, he may get caught out here. Ice Path into a concussive shot. Dual Breath at the same time. Also, the Axe, though, has been ensnared, static linked, and another Razor kill as he continues to catch up here in the top lane. Quickfoot now the leader in net worth, 4.1k.
They ended up trading 1-for-1, Axe for Chen, but the rotation here gives Phoenix good space bottom, whereas the space mid goes to Troll, who didn't move. Hard to say who this really favors more. Sure, it's a core for support, but the core kill you get there's not that impactful. The Axe is not worth that much right now.
Well, they even brought in Waga to the top lane. They're committing heavily for this. They want Boxy.
Path missed.
Path will miss. I don't think they can catch him.
Can't go for that one.
Now that's a huge commitment.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not like they can push into a tower now, so that's going to give some freedom to Insania, get his levels bottom.
It's big for Phoenix to just get like 2 free waves like this. It means so much to get 6 on this hero, and the net worth is definitely not wasted. It's one of the best 5s to have gold on. It looks like he's actually 4 this game. They're playing at the 5 on Taiga's Chen. Interesting. Chen is mostly played as a 4, but it can of course be played as a 5. Or maybe he is the 4 just having a bad game. That's also possible. Good damage onto Insania. He will be fine though. Backing off here against the Skyrath, and the play might be going the other way. 5 seconds on Roar, but Cube seems aware. Has the sounds. Good.
Get the sounds
Good
off.
sounds. Sent back on the Phoenix. We'll come back straight down with Tranquils. Is ready to go for it. I believe this will turn into a tier 1 push that I don't know if the Radiant want to try to defend this tower or not. Ember obviously able to connect, rotate down, and the Chen army is here with Beastmaster. They look like they're intending to hold it somewhat.
Double Wild Wing.
Wait, they got 4 bounties again? Or is that the old log? Oh, never mind. Wait, what?
Mickey got one.
Is my log bugged? It looks like there's 4 for the Radiant on mine.
Yeah.
Isn't there? Wait, what?
Yeah, I see 4.
But it also said
But Mickey got
bottled
one.
and got. There aren't 5 bounty runes, David. Oh, they bottled. Never mind. There's 2 bottles. I read it wrong. Yeah. So 3 runes for Radiant and 1 for Dire.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. They both. There's a bottle on Waga and on Mickey, so
Gotcha.
makes an extra chat line there. Okay. 3 for 1.
We're not losing it, guys.
Not yet.
syndereN's just starving.
We'll get there. Yeah, I'm hungry. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think actually Rob went to bed, so I'll probably have to get you something.
That's nice, Rob. Thanks for
yeah.
that.
Than's Rob.
Thanks, Rob. You're working really hard. He actually is working really hard.
He is actually working really hard.
He has to do.
We have all kinds of shenanigans planned for the regionals, so he's been very busy with that. He's actually sleeping here. Some of the production team, because the travel back to and from their house would take too long. That's commitment, guys.
Oh, Koikla finds the. Oh, he will get out on barely.
Barely. Well, on the bottom lane, tower did drop.
Yeah, they got it.
So first blood as far as the towers go to Alliance. Gives them that bit of extra map control. They do have the Supernova online now. Yeah, they're really giving Insanity a lot of priority with farming and just experience in the lane.
It's such a strong support to have levels on. I really, really like when Phoenixes are given space. I think getting all of Phoenix's talents are amazing too. The level 10 talent, one of the best in the game. 90 GPM on support is really high.
Right, roar Waga and just shred him with the axes.
Easy kill.
Stomp was there, but not needed.
And often we see Chen's go Medallion, but in this case they can buy it on the Beastmaster, and Chen just places the 5. So they still have the Medallion for that kill, and that's what amplifies Beastmaster's axe damage so much top lane.
Oh, Mystic Flare comes through, locking Koikfa in position. Can they finish him off, though? Yeah, they will with the dunk.
The egg's dead too. That's not a good Supernova
That's
whatsoever.
Supernova wasted. 2 heroes down, all the same. Things going from bad to worse.
They're getting a tower mid, though. I think this is a favorable trade for Alliance, losing 2 heroes to get this tower, but maybe if Left One were a little bit more prepared, they could have common defended this mid tower as well, perhaps, but end up not doing that. They'll try to trade for top. Alliance should feel very good about getting this mid tower already. It's a big strategic point to have for both teams. Alliance is not looking too healthy either, but they still have it. So,
at least for now. Boxy hand TP now to top. We're going to see Stormer over to the bottom lane. Doing some good damage on this tower, but in comes Taiga, and they can catch him out here with Mickey. Does get the chains locked down, and that's a dead troll. Shows himself, bunch of heroes off the map, pays the piper.
Bit naive to go for that tower push, I think. There was nobody defending mid. They see the wave pushing, and Waga's going to go there now and actually try to get this tower. If he does end up doing that, at least that was what they accomplished.
Oh, nice.
Top.
Roar coming through, Ice Path. Oh, a bit off the mark. Boxy just muscles his way right by it. The quad pull completely whiffed by Waga. Then the Scream gets the kill anyway.
All right, spell accuracy in that fight, 20%. Still get the kill, though.
Dash SA.
Well, I missed the Ice Path and the Sonic.
Yeah.
But it kind of didn't matter, which means he didn't even need to use the Sonics.
I mean, I guess more important than like the misspell though is the Quap is not. It's not been a Quap game. You know, she's not really been involved in many kills. Died earlier mid, spending a lot of time rotating, but not getting the conversions that you would like to see.
This is how it will often go when the Quap is played in the safe lane, because rotations are a lot harder to do. You don't have the runes. You're not in between the lanes, so there's only like half as many opportunities, if you will.
Right. And it's more obvious when you're gone.
Yeah,
too.
you're more tied to the lane, basically. Nice kill here by Chen and Ember on mid. They find the Jakiro with a backstab, and that's the benefit of taking that mid tower, right? Like, the Alliance owns this area right now, so they're constricting Left One to a much smaller area. We do get a trade of supports here, as the Phoenix will die top 2, Skyreth and Queen.
5, 2, and 4.
But Alliance, look, this is the story of the game, right? Like, the Raiden are getting a couple of kills, but what about the towers? That's the 3rd tower gone now in favor of Alliance. Right now they're sitting on just a bigger percentage of the map. They're gonna use this to also find Waga.
Waga just getting run down by a Chen creep with a BOT in.
He got two bounty runes bottled here. He's a core. It's like this is relatively even, but his team are just not nearby. Look at where the heroes are placed on the map. This is minute 15. This does not look good for Radiant. Right
This
now.
is actually it's really cool for Mickey. He's got so much like ability to project force around the map with the Chen creeps,
jaunt.
the Beastmaster.
That was such a fast Fire Remnant activation. Almost got A-toast by Skywrath, and he would 100% surely have died there, but got out. The axe not sitting on the dagger just yet. 30 gold short. There we go.
Oh, there's the blink. Yeah, it's been a slow
Big
axe
item.
game for E-Skill. And
It was a hard lane.
He's their only reliable initiation.
Yeah.
So
They need this.
What
I'm
can they
very
get done with
glad
the blink?
Very glad to see him go dagger instead of Vanguard here. He is connecting bottom, but Alliance are already backing out of here as they found the quick pick on Jakiro.
yeah, Mickey is just starting to take over. I was going to mention like he's got so many easy ways to move around the map
Yeah.
with the Beastmaster and the Chen creeps. So we're probably going to see more of that, especially with all these towers now dropping.
It's a great BOT game for sure. And another thing to look at, when it comes to wave clear, the Radiant side, you don't really want Axe to be wave clearing very much in this game because he needs to make the moves. So when Ember is pushing in the waves, who comes to push them back? Is it Queen? Then Queen can't be in the gank. Ideally, you probably just put Jakiro as a wave slave. Just
Wave slave. I love it.
Go in top, they find... Oh, he got the call off. Decent damage here. Actually, really high damage on Tameke. Burst him down. The Supernova is going to zone them off, but if you're Radiant, you're pretty happy that that just happened. Trading Mickey for the axe in that situation, they're probably going to get a bonus Chen.
Waga's going to look for Taiga
here.
as well. Gets healed up, but the Ice Path prevents the TP out, so no chance of escape. No Koikfa in that.
No Koikf indeed. So he is getting some split push going here and getting some extra farm. And yeah,
I like that term, by the way, wave slave.
I'm coining that.
You should copyright
That's
that.
mine.
This is mine.
I think Jakiro needs to play like that, though, because the other heroes are too valuable to just be sitting and pushing waves back against the Ember, who will be playing like that. He will definitely be using his travels to maximum effect to force lanes in. And if Axe is sitting on wave duty, the playmaking isn't really going to happen, and Skywrath can't do it, and Troll doesn't really want to put his life at risk to push out the dead lane. You need to just send the Jakiro mainly to play like this. It's one of the biggest pros of the hero, to be honest, is its ability to kill creeps. Gotta use it.
What's the Jakiro build? Yules?
In this game, probably, yeah. Yules against Ember is great. You can purge Flame Guard, you can purge the chains on yourself. The question is if he's going to be able to afford it. He is the 5 of the lineup, so it's very far off. But yeah, now he's further off.
Wards and TP scrolls, I guess, for now.
Nice.
They'll
Light
find a
chains.
second catch here. Good job. Mystic Flare is available, but no way to lock the Ember down and lob it out. They'll just lose 2 supports for nothing. You see the advantage of having those towers down and the creeps everywhere.
And the Radiant lineup is still a bit slow. Troll has not been...
He's just still farming and split pushing.
It's the hero. Like, what can you really do here? If he just tries to run in and take fights, he's going to get roared and killed. He's playing against Razor, who's a decent counterpick too. He needs a mobility item and ideally a BKB. I like that he didn't go Battle Fury. I think that would have been a big mistake. He went SNY. I can definitely agree with that choice in this game. And now he changed his mind from Shadowblade to BKB. Good to see that. I think it's necessary. There's still problems, right? The pierce of both the Roar and the Static Link will still go through the BKB, but if he doesn't have it, he's just going to get slide chained every fight. Like, he actually can't even play his hero with a Shadowblade. So I think this is a better approach. But Alliance, the tower trashing continues. That's the 5th tower. They've lost 1.
Roche starting to look a little more viable for them.
Yeah, definitely.
They have the medallion on the Beastmaster.
A medallion, they have Supernova, one of the best places in the whole map to play Phoenix. This pit is really good. If you dive perfectly, you can place the egg in a way that it oversees the pit, but people can't
they see
the egg.
Jakiro. Just want a little D-ward. Roar comes out, and Jakiro goes down.
This should be Roche. I don't think... You need some sort of a smoke play with Axe jumping in on them here, but they are way too far away. If they're down at bottom, they're not set up whatsoever. Looks like Waga might try to have a crack at it. No, he's just going for the bounty runes. At least they're going to get the 4 bounties while this is happening, so that's a pretty decent consolation prize, to be honest. If you can't contest Roche, you can at least get 4 runes. So, you know, it more than balances out the gold bounty for the Roche, at least. But yeah, the Aegis is definitely more important. Goes on to Koikva. Surprised they didn't give it to the Ember, actually. Koikva already has a BKB and is very naturally tanky, so not an easy pick. Might be for pushing reasons, that they feel like he can frontline, hit the tower that is left outside the base. Let's see how they go about this.
Mickey now with the completed Yule Scepter. Moving in bottom. They are going to go for the blink call play. Now the Troll comes rushing in, but kept alive by the Phoenix for the time being. And in fact, that will turn the play around. And Sandia absolutely salvages it, and the fire just melts right through this Radiant squad.
Pretty sure Troll would have liked to get a bash there, but no bash.
I don't know if they would have been able to kill him anyway with the amount of heal the
no,
Phoenix was dishing out.
That's mid lane Koikva forcing Waga away.
He blinked in, but he's got backup coming through.
Never mind, BKB.
BKB.
Oh, then he uses that instead. That's also not great. Bit overextending here, I think. Well, that's the ideal Sunray, right? You heal your ally and you're dealing damage to two heroes at the same time. Troll and Axe were just tanking that Sunray the whole time. It's so much damage coming out of the Phoenix in the play. Call top.
E-skill. Oh, can he at least crack this Aegis? Quake was kiting him. No, he cannot. Not a whole lot of room here for the Axe to maneuver. Now they start to pick off the retreating members of LOTV. Might be on their last legs here in the TI qualifiers.
The gold doesn't look too awful. It's the map that...
Just look at the wards. They're just bottled up in their base. Dire wards everywhere.
They don't have space right now to work with. Finally, when this Troll's going to get the BKB, I think they're going to be looking for the fight, but the only way I really see them winning this fight is if they get a really good Axe Blink call. It is necessary at this point to get that, and you look over at the Dire side, there's the Yules on Ember, who can he can try to get the counter to the Blink call if he's fast on the Yules. We saw him do that earlier today, fast on his fingers on that, so it's not easy. Not easy being Axe.
Oh, they have eyes here on Stormer. They're going to start this off with a Remnant. Follow up with the egg coming through the Troll. Just gets shredded in a matter of seconds. Now next onto the Skywrath. Thrown up in the air, drop back down into more fire.
He was 50 gold from BKB on Troll. These are the worst deaths for your mental health. Like, right before you get the big item that you've been waiting for and working so hard on, you get killed off. It feels
two hero chains. 2-for-1 special, and then the Roar follow-up gets Waga as well. It looks like the road for the Waga stack
crumbling
will be ending.
Oh,
Alliance is looking solid, Sin.
Yeah.
Have to say, like, we've seen a decent variety in hero picks. Strategy-wise especially, they've seemed very comfortable with, you know, their game plan from game to game, even if the lanes aren't always the best on paper.
Absolutely.
They just know how they want to play the game.
They're clearly the favorites in this side of the bracket. I would be surprised to not see them go through at this point. They have one opponent left, which is London, and they should clearly be favorites in that matchup, but, you know, anything can happen. But if they do manage to go through that into the regionals, will be interesting to see how they place. Right now, in my mind, OG are the favorites of the whole tournament. Just the bit of play I've seen from them has seemed really strong and solid. But we also need to remember we haven't seen them play as many games. They kind of just cruised through the open, so maybe they didn't have enough opposition to really show what stage they're at. But they definitely look good. And then there's obviously all the other teams that we haven't seen play at all because they're invited. There's 4 direct invites. Final Tribe, Kinguin. Kinguin definitely a wild card. You know they can perform when it matters. They've won qualifiers. They've played against top teams on LAN and won some of the group stage
It's just
games.
crazy. Like, past years, there's been as high as, like, what, 8 direct invites?
Yeah, and
for
this
a
is
region.
the one with most.
And this is the one with the most. That's insane.
Yeah. Roar on Troll, not again. Well, he's not going to die this time.
He does have the BKB, but they can force it out. And then he gets trapped. Do they chase? They want to wait this 10-second one out. Forced out pretty freely, though. Quakefa says, screw it, man. Let's go in. Force death back.
He has the Aegis to work with.
Stays alive, and now the turn onto Stormer. So he's blown his BKB. He's dead anyway. 3 hit the deck. Only the Skywrath with the buyback, and then another catch follow-up. Jakiro will die as well. That should be it. Alliance going to take a second tower, probably a second full lane.
This game's over.
And the game.
There's only one buyback on Skywrath. Yep, GG. Alliance kind of just stomped this matchup. This wasn't even close in any of the 2 games.
Alliance is finally back.
definitely look good in this one. So let's see, we didn't mention all of the regional teams, right? We said Kingwin, Final Tribe, then there is Singularity and Kingdra, who obviously all of those 4 teams we have not seen in play at all, so it's difficult to really place the teams that qualify right now. We can't really place them in terms of how much of a favorite they are, because we don't know how good the
None
other
of them
teams
are really super established teams.
I would say both Kingwin and Final Tribe have a very good, are very likely to be as good, if not better, than the teams we've seen so far in the Opens, except OG. I have pretty strong gut feeling that OG are the strongest contender right now, but apart from that, I honestly can't place these teams. Like, Alliance might be the 4th best teams in the regional qualifiers if they get in. Even though they look great here, they haven't faced the strongest opposition yet. So, but it looks promising, for sure. I think they've definitely grown and improved throughout these open qualifiers. And now there's just one last challenge remaining for them today, which will be against London Esports. We were debating, are they from London, or is it like...
I don't think they are. I think we agreed that the UK sucks at esports.
Well,
that was pretty much our conclusion.
So this is like UK's biggest accomplishment in 10 years.
It's getting their
esports.
name on the name of a bunch of for a team that's a bunch of players that are not from London or the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
Let's go London, baby. Update on the bracket. Elements won game number 2, so that one is a tie currently 1-1 between Elements and Blinkpool. And Invictus Gaming X QO team versus Pakan is still 1-0 for Pakan. I think the games are running. Looks like Radiant versus Natus Vincere is going to Radiant. So Soneko's Navi B team. David, we were joking that maybe the Navi B team could
we'll make it
keep
where
the Navi banner high, but it's not looking good right now. The Gambit squad is looking strong in this series. We were talking, where did Yoku go? He's playing for Gambit. The Gambit roster right now is Yumi, Afterlife, Bignum, Yoku, and who is not mad at all.
So they're 20-minute AFK less, right?
What's that?
Is this them, the Navi B team? Because they're playing Gambit, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. But at CIS, there's 3 open qualifier slots, so they would still have a chance even if they can't win that series. They'll play either Spirit or Bokal.
True.
Yeah. So maybe we'll still see the Navi B team.
That is true. There is a chance.
Which is now, I guess, the A team.
Yeah.
And rising, for whatever that's worth.
Soneko holding the flag high here.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, guys, syndereN is starving. I'm a little hungry, too. We're going to get some food. We'll come back for the next Alliance game, and we'll round out the EU coverage there. Odie Pixel and Shiver, of course, bringing you the top half of the bracket, whatever, over at twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit. And then, depending on how the rest of the day is progressing, maybe we'll bring you some CIS Doto as well. So let me feed the boy. We'll be back soon.
I'm the boy.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely.